Hi, welcome. I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. Wasn't prepared to do a reading, but I'm getting this kind of, Alright, you got one now. Let's go. So you're someone who always has ancestors around you all the time anyway. Sorry, this is like going. It's like, you ever go to a movie theater and you're kind of late and it's starting, but you want some popcorn, and your date's like, come on, it's starting. And you're like, yeah, I know, but I'm going to get some popcorn. And they're like, yeah, no, but it's starting. It's like, the message is starting, I'm not ready. So let me just flip these cards. But, well, I can't stop. I'm loving. I'm digging on you, you're digging on me, we're digging on we. Yeah. Sorry. I was listening to that earlier when Brian Pincher's out. Oh. Soon as the question came out, got anything for me? That answer, it was like, the answer is in your brain. I'm like, brain? Not your brain. Goofball Brian. I was literally listening to a channel that I like called Brian Pinchers, where he posts old songs, old singles, records like that, you know? He records the records he owns and puts them on YouTube. And that blast from the past came on. That's how it's going to be when your sweetheart shows up. Should we talk about that, or the career thing that's about to blow up? Because before I ever, and let me get to my note here, but should talk about the which comes first, the career explosion, or the beautiful, loving soulmate connection? I mean, does it matter? Am I? All of it. All of it's good. All of it's good. There's going to be a plot twist that you're not seeing. You see the music getting all dramatic in the back? What are you doing, kitty? What I was getting is someone who does something for a career, or you are a business owner, but you are a person of many talents. Like, what I was getting was, when I got the question, anything for me, it's like, well, can I get a subject? Can I get a question? Because whoever you are an old soul. The way you phased the question makes me know that I don't have to explain a damn thing to you, and you could probably teach me a thing or two. Okay, about... It was the way it was phrased. It was like, is there anything for me, any guidance for me that won't interfere with my willpower or my karma? Or it's something like that, you know, in the etheric way questions without words are asked. So that makes me kind of sit up and notice and be like, all right, let me do this right now, instead of going to sit down and, like, watch Drag Race for an hour, okay? But immediately your guardian angels, I mean, they're with you all the time. Your ancestors are with you as much, like, physically in spirit, almost, as the people that walk around you. So, they want you to know that everything that's about to happen is good. It's good for your career, it's good for your love life, and one is going to kind of bleed into the other. But, before this happens is the tower, oh my god. The tower is your resistance to allow... Why was there resistance there? Can I... Okay. So there's going to be an initial resistance when your new true love comes in. They're going to speak first. They're going to see you first. It's going to be everything you've ever wanted it to be. Everything this past person was not. And this is a new relationship, okay? I'm just getting kind of R-rated messages here. Okay, so whoever you're about to fall in love with, this is someone new because they're going to have to ask you your name. So this isn't someone who knows you already. If we're going to take a sneak peek into your love life before we get into this, what you have to say goodbye to. Everything in the streets and everything in the sheets you ever wanted it to be, really. This came in to, so they said, it's not the past person coming back all of a sudden changing into the king, the emperor that you always needed or anything. And I think you know that. You know, I'm preaching to the choir there, so let me just not. But yeah, this is your soulmate. This is your soulmate. What I was getting was like you having a main focus career, but you're so talented. That's why when the question came in, I'm like, well, can I get a clue, a question? Because you're like an entire Akashic record library. It's like walking into a library and being like, oh my God, where do I start? You know, with you. So, like, can I get a genre? So I kind of got back that, you know, is there anything you need to work on? Is there anything physically you need to watch out for as far as your health? What about this love life, which we're covering right now, sort of, and we'll get a sneak peek there. A few things that you can look out for as far as syncs go, because this is the Tower in the greatest way that the Tower could be, good and bad in every card, of course. This is kind of a collapse, the rug being pulled out from under you. And it has, it's like being, but you're swept off your feet here, but you're swept off your feet for sure. This is Prince Charming, but it's also Mr. Right. It's not Mr. Right now, but you might feel that initial lust for this person. And it will remind you of the initial lust that you felt for that last person. But that didn't last. It, you know, it dissolved into you wondering who you even are anymore and how you got there and all. This won't be that at all. It won't be. Yeah, this is the one you've been waiting for. But what I'm getting is, you do one thing. Let's say you are a psychiatrist, okay? And you help people through the most difficult, traumatic moments in their life that they could never talk to anyone else about. That's kind of what I'm getting for you. And up to this point, it's like you kind of thought that that was going to be the career for the rest of your life, but it's like, plot twist here. Like I said, going back to that library, that never-ending Akashic library that is you, your talents, your gifts, what you can offer. So beyond what this love interest is, there's going to be a plot twist with your career. And I was just getting like, if you can sing, someone might ask you to sing backup for them. And that kind of matches this note that I got for you. And that, like, you do it for fun. Okay, let's see that someone, should I pull on it? Like someone that you happen to know, and I'm doing fine now. I just stopped. I'm doing fine. Okay. So this is a very beautiful, wonderful surprise where everything changes in your life and you go from kind of working hard to hardly working, using a talent that you were born with that you're just like, it glides out of you, so you didn't ever necessarily realize how special you are with what you could offer there. And it's like someone says, hey, can you sing backup vocals for me on this one song? You know, just for fun. You're like not doing anything that weekend, and you know that they're not creepy and they're not trying to sleep with you or anything. It's more just like, yeah, let's do this. It's the right time, the right place. It's not creepy. You make the judgment call. This is someone who's older and mature. Maybe it's like they're already in the music business and they're like a friend of a friend, and they're like, you know what? I really like the way your voice sounds when you say that. Like, it could even be like maybe not singing backup vocals, but it's like, you said this thing one time. Could you do that again on tape or whatever? And you're like, yeah, sure, whatever. And you do. And then someone else hears it and they're like, who's your backup vocals on that song? And they're like, oh, shoot. They give the name, you know, and then they call you up and they're like, I don't know you, but I heard your song. It's just like that. And they're like, can I pay you to do vocals on my new album? This is also someone who's established in the music business, let's say, but they're oh, this is a make you or break you kind of person, and you can do no wrong. So it's like, what's that producer's name with the long beard, and he used to do Beastie Boys and stuff back in the day, and he still be Rick Rubin? I'm getting like, wait, let me, okay, that one might fall in love with you. The initial one that's like, hey, could you do the back, oh, wait a minute, okay, whatever. You don't have to worry about that. Let's not worry about that. Whether or not everyone's in love with you, because everyone's going to be in love with you. So just know that also. But it's like this person, it would be like Rick Rubin or something, you know, a big time producer who, they're chill, but they make works of art. Like, you can trust them to invite you into the studio, be professional, pay you, promote you, give you the shout out, the writing credit. If you're like, ooh, let me do this, let me do that, they'll give you the writing credit on that. And it's like the start off to this new side career where you kind of sneak off from this really like working hard to hardly working existence. Oh my God, your ex is gonna die. Your ex is gonna, wow, who was this one? They're gonna watch this. It's gonna, so your success is going to be very public. That's what, okay. So you're so close to your ancestors. I'm like, what am I here for exactly? But with all due respect, it's just to remind you of that. That this is going to be a very, very public win for you as a human being in your own hero's journey. Like, this is what you came for. Okay. You don't have to worry about it. It's organic. It's a very professional setting. So you hear all the horror stories about whatever this is metaphorically. That's not what you're dealing with here. But oh my God, this ex is going to lose it when they see you on TV, when they see you winning Grammys and being nominated for ensemble casts. And they didn't even know you did that. Like, I feel like your ex didn't even see your potential because they didn't want to. It made them feel bigger to see you as like a lost soul that helped other lost souls or something like that. But no, you were the Empress the whole time. And you're about to be really, ooh, oh my God. It's going to be too much for him to handle. So whoever your ex is, it's like, it's going to weigh very heavily on their soul. And they're going to start wearing that on their face. Like, everyone around them is gonna be like, wow, you messed that one up. Wow. Like, for the rest of their life, they're gonna be hearing about the one all day, every day. This is okay, I'm sorry. It's okay to be petty sometimes to people that hurt you on purpose, is what your ancestors are saying. This one's going to have to go into like the mountains, into their own hermitage, back into like the old country where they don't have internet, so they don't have to see you winning and being scooped up by this new high profile, high powered emperor. Like, they're gonna go I don't know where y'all are from, but they're gonna try and have to find somewhere where there's no internet or newspapers or something. Oh, it's gonna be everything they can do to not lash out. Oh, what was that? I mean, they're not gonna. Is that, why are we talking? Don't talk to that person. Don't talk to that person ever. Don't allow them back in. If they left something at your house, that's too bad. It's already something of the past, and if they have a problem with it, well, they better get used to it from what I can tell, because it's going to be the rest of their life. Because someone's going to wifey you up, and they didn't even see it coming. Because it's like it was right in front of their face the whole time. The queen of all queens. But you weren't for them and they weren't for you, and so it's like they can find some little squirrely slimy girl and you can keep on winning. So there's a career here for you. Do not be afraid to say yes to opportunities that are out of your wheelhouse, but that you feel comfortable doing naturally. You might feel comfortable speaking in front of a group of people. That's it. It's like some people can't pay someone to help them do that. Or it's like if you are a singer, some people can't pay to have the level of talent that you just roll out of bed in the morning like a little songbird, you know? Oh yeah. Oh my God. That's the big plot twist surprise. You're about to be... I just got chills. Oh man, this guy is going to protect you. He's going to protect your inner clairvoyant flowing queen. He's going to be there for you sexually and sensually. He's going to empower you in whatever this new line of work is where you're getting recognized. It's like that ex never wanted anyone to see you. Like some boys take a beautiful girl and hide her away from the rest of the world. I want to be the one to walk in the sun. So it's like you're going to have fun. You're going to be empowered, but you're also going to have someone's lap to sit on, if you know what I mean. And I think you do. And oh God, I love this. I couldn't be happier. Oh. Whenever Three of Wands comes up, I just want to throw everything up in the sky and say, woohoo! With the sun. I want you to envision riding unicorns in your dreams. You are a magical fairy riding a unicorn through the most beautiful field of sunflowers. All the flowers blossom as you come by. They're ready to see you shine. They're ready to see your glow, your strength, and you will be empowered, and you will have all the money that you need to. You'll be king and queen, but you'll also be the empress and have your emperor. You'll be able to love all day, every day, and create. And God, this is just the most beautiful thing. I don't know how... Do you even know how... I mean, this is more than hidden talents. It's like, oops, I'm a master. Oops, I'm Picasso. You know? Oops, I'm Celine Dion when I sing. I mean, my God. You're going to take the world by surprise, and your ex is going to shrivel up and die and move out of the country so they don't have to see you on the Grammys and the Tonys, on the TVs. This is like, if you're a comedian, you do a comedy album that gets recognized or something, but it all starts with taking a leap of faith, not on anyone else, but yourself. You follow your intuition because from whatever you did in the past, it was absolutely training for whatever else this is. So if you have a business degree, that's perfect. That means you know it for what it is. You know how to hire the right people, or you know how to assign your own checks, and you're going to be the one to sign your own checks there as far as it, oh my God. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, the notes. Okay. The song that came on after Can't Stop, after 7, was In the Thick of It by Brenda Russell. So I looked up Brenda Russell because I was hearing that there's some clues here, or sinks, for you to look out for so that you don't feel like you're doing anything foolish. So you know that when it's time, that when this offer comes in, that it's the one, that you can say yes to it, that you feel emotionally settled, peaceful, satisfied about it, okay? So it's not like, I don't know about that guy. No, that's not what this is. All right, so, it's kind of a sexy song. Better get a grip back, get it on. I don't know if you know that song, but I didn't, so I looked it up. But I did know some of her other songs. I just didn't know her name, okay? So we're talking about Brenda Russell, okay? Born Hamilton, Ontario. So any of these things, dates, numbers could be relevant to you. Hamilton, Ontario. April 8th, 1949 is her birthday, okay? Now she lives in Texas, surprisingly. She's been all over the world, worked all over the world, all of it. And now she lives in Texas, retired, but she was born to musician parents, okay? Her dad was named Gus. They didn't put her mom's name for some reason. But in her early life, she moved to Toronto to start a group, a singing group with some other girls called the Tiaras. And she was also in an early production of Hair, okay? So she got into singing, sort of acting. But after that, she got asked to... see? Okay, here, we're coming full circle here. Your ancestors are patting me on the head. Like, you do the best you can, sweetie. She asked to do backup vocals for Neil Sedaka. And she said yes. And that led her to be asked to do backing vocals for Elton John, brah. Which she did live at Wembley 75. That's a big gig. Okay, so we're talking about big gigs like that. That might have been even more than what you expected or what you had put down on your wish list as a kid. This is big gigs. This is big time, you know, but you love it. You enjoy it. And you're supported and... supported, promoted, cherished, protected the whole way. And then she married someone who was in the music business called Brian Bustle. Oh, and she sang backup vocals for Robert Palmer. He's the, you're gonna have to face it, you're addicted to love guy. As she moved to Sweden, she was a producer for Earth, Wind, and Fire, bro. All of this I had no idea. She was on the How Stella Got Her Groove Back soundtrack, so now we're getting more up to here. So this is someone who started with like a group called the Tiaras, and she ended up getting nominated for Tonys and Grammys for collaborations. She was on Broadway for The Color Purple. This is someone who has done the damn thing, Miss Brenda Russell. But you better get a grip back, get it on. You know, so it's like whatever you do is very empressy. It's very sensual. It's very sexual. It's very you. I have a feeling that the person in the... Okay, I'm getting this. I don't know if you know this, but whoever the person in the past was that let you go, it wasn't that they... Didn't I do it for you? What is that, FKA Twigs? Or, yeah, you did do it for them. You did. But they thought that you were like a witch or something. Am I getting there? They thought that they were afraid of you because of how powerfully, strongly they felt about you. That sensuality that is just knocks them off their feet. They fought with you. They saw it as a weakness. This new person's going to see it as a strength. Oh no, they treated you like you were an alien. They alienated you. Even though you were totally sincere, and I think they knew you were sincere, but true love will find you in the end. It was not this person that was constantly... They thought you were a witch. Okay? I just think that whoever you... I'm sorry that broke your heart, but it taught you what love wasn't. And now you get to find out what love is. Hey, I got something for you. Where do you want me to put this? Oh my God, that's another song. That's R-rated. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. But I think that you just make really, really good love. Okay? I think that whoever's with you has the best sex of their life, the best night of their life. So, well, I can't stop. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They can't stop. So this person's going instead of being afraid of it, they're self-aware enough to know themselves, to know a good woman when they see it, to know a dang witch when they see it. And they know that you are all love all the time, baby. You're the one. They won't see anyone else. But it'll be a friendly, fun, goofy relationship. But they're going to hit on you all the time. Like, they're going to let everyone until they're the old... That's so cute. Did you ever see those old guys in the store and they're like hitting on their wives, you know, and they're like 90 and she's like, that's going to be, it's going to be you guys. This is a power couple here. So they're not going to be intimidated by your powerful sexuality, your powerful sensuality. They're gonna, oh my God, they're gonna love that about you. What happened to the music? Oh, wow. I keep saying, oh, wow, I don't know. I'm just like, okay. Man. This old way, everything you've known as a life and as like a normal, boring day is over now. Say yes to new adventures. Say yes to this new message of, hey, do you want to say that? Do you want to do that backup vocals for this thing? It'll only take 10 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And that is saying goodbye to the life that you wanted to say goodbye to a long time ago. And yes, you're doing great. You're doing wonderful. I'm good. I'm great. What is that? Because I'm grateful. You're being grateful for everything. You're grateful. And now you're about to be good and great. And the key. I'm off on my key. My key was off on my key. Grateful. Please forgive me, key. This is about to be a beautiful, restful time in your life where everything's good and great and you can love yourself and be loved and be receptive to presents and goodies and love and presents and everything. But it's going to change. This is that new start. So the one thing that they were bringing up were were like patting me on the head and saying, okay, Phoebe, not that I'm Phoebe, like Phoebe from Friends. So, oh, real quick, the health thing. Something about your bladder might start to be not as strong as it was when you were younger. It's genetic. It's nothing that you did wrong. If you had children, maybe it's something that has to do with... Oh, okay. Don't let that get in the way of your dreams. Is that something that you need to see a doctor for? Or is it just... Yeah. flooded, turn around, don't drown. This isn't something that you should ignore. This is something that you can go talk to your family about it. Be like, if your mom's still alive, or grandma, even, be like, hey, has there been any issue in the family with bladder issues, bladder retention issues? You might be surprised to be like, oh yeah, that's in the family. We all have that problem. It's going to be something that makes you feel a little more confident about going to talk to your physician about. Okay, because you don't need to be wearing diapers for gigs. I mean, this might be something that you can get a hold on right now. Okay, so as far as health, that's it. That's pretty good, right? You keep treating yourself right. And letting this new man or woman treat you right if you're a guy. Because this is about health, strength, stability, but also being adventurous when it comes to this incredible new start of a successful life where you might be able to travel the world and meet people that you never knew you could meet, maybe even meet your heroes. Yeah, that's all. Okay, that's all on the health thing. This person might have a family from before, from a divorce. You don't have to worry about them not accepting you or not loving you, because anyone that is a hater in their family, they've already stomped on their head. I don't know what that means. This person has a very the reputation. Okay, what I'm getting is, you would understand why a man would need that kind of a reputation in this world, right? So they might be known as someone who's rough or stern or mean or no nonsense, or they'll mess you up. No one will mess with them. And okay, but they're gonna be real nice to you, honey. They're gonna be real nice, sweet sticky honey for you. But I was just hearing, you understand how a man would need to kind of settle into that sort of a reputation in this world as protection for them, right? So it's maybe asking to be a little forgiving of the public persona that they might have. So it could be that they might be I don't know. No, they're just a big shot, but they might be known for being difficult to work with, or a hothead. They're never going to hurt you. They're never going to not have a backbone for you. And they're never going to put you in a position where they might hurt you, or weaken you, or take away this beautiful win for you. They'll never try and lock you up and lock you down like that. No, it's not that kind of a thing. So if there's anyone from their family that is giving them any attitude, you won't have to worry about that. Because everyone that knows them does not want to fight with them. They don't win, they don't lose arguments, they don't lose fights. Okay. But like I said, you're going to be getting just all honey from them. Okay, so the one thing that was brought up, that if you could say, or, oh my God, wow. Yeah, this is something that you can do on your own here. Elder, you know what I was going to say? Okay, now I know where they're calling me Phoebe. That's a little patting me on the head. All right, sweetheart. I was going to say, when I started this, there's an old African ritual that they used to do back in the day. It's real magic. I was going to say, you're the kind of person, whenever I say you don't have to do magic, you are magic, you're the kind of person I mean. I mean you. You have a connection to the elementals, to the elders. You are the elder. My God. So there's something, a ritual that you can do where it's any of the old or demonic energies that are trying to hold you back or hold on to you or invade your space right before this beautiful new liftoff. It's that old ritual of saying goodbye to get rid of any remnants of sadness or depression. You know, they would see it as a spirit and say, and this is the part where it's like Phoebe from Friends, where there's a scene where she meets Chrissy Hine from the Pretenders, you know, one of the greatest guitarists of all times, and Phoebe with her little guitar is like, I'm a guitarist too, do you know this one? Do you know G? You know, and Chrissy's like, yeah, I know G. She's like, do you know C? You know, she plays, and Chrissy's like, yeah, I know, that's kind of this right now. So, I'm self-aware that I'm Phoebe from Friends right now with whoever you are. Please forgive me. A ritual where you say, you know, thank you for these lessons. I have to move on now. I will never forget you. Goodbye. It's like faring them farewell. The old dark spirits, or, you know, anything like that you feel is kind of still hovering over you. This is something that you can do yourself, where you're calling back to some old wisdom that's in your bones. Like, this might not be anything that you have to research. Okay, so I'm kind of getting that you are recognizing what I'm trying to say, Phoebe, in this moment. Okay, this is a ritual that you can do by yourself in a place of peace and grace with those ancestors that are already around you, holding your hand with you to fare it well, to say goodbye. That on the other side of that pain is this beautiful change for you. And it just takes you kind of saying, you know, to the whoever's even trying to be an enemy in your life. Okay, if you've already done that and you're in a masterful place spiritually, which I really feel you are, you say, goodbye, enemies. I've learned so much from you. Those that hurt me, those who abused me, or those who try still to this day, I've learned all I needed from you. It was such a valuable lesson. Thank you for that. I will never forget you, but now you have to leave. You know, and you do whatever ritual feels good for you in your bones, in your blood. You do that one final clearing, and that's it. You're ready. There's nothing that can stop you. The sky is the limit. And that ex is just going to absolutely have to deal with it. Yeah, this is beautiful. You are beloved. You are that never-ending Akashic record of old soul experience. Besides all the guardian angels that are like, that's our baby, that one, that's our baby. Yeah. Sorry. Yep. And that's all I got. Is that it? Who to trust, who not to trust? Do we need to... I mean, I don't have to worry about you at all. Yeah, you already know. You already know. Oh. Oh my God. You must have, I feel like you have fire in your chart. You have water in your chart. Oh my God. No, this is about leisure for the rest of your life. Yeah, it's working. Yeah, you're making money, but this is leisurely. This is, hey, I'm going to invite you fishing, and whatever you say in this little 10-minute moment is going to get you hired for the next thing that is just enjoyable. Travel was your livelihood and taught you the spirit of adventure. This is about the spirit of adventure. You're already reliable. You're already hardworking. You already proved to yourself that you're going to stand up for yourself with that 8 of Cups and the other thing. You already chose yourself. And that was the right road. This is a new portal. You're walking through it. It's happening. And if you want to make that happen as a boots on the ground, baby steps, as above, so below, let's do this, baby. Pick something that really feels like a beautiful portal to you that you can connect through, and make that decision after you do that ritual to say goodbye and you walk through it. Have no fear. But don't let someone get in the way of that with offering you a job. They're stonemason. Avoid any Masonic anythings. Any old boys clubs, any old girl clubs. You don't need to join the club. You're an empress. The emperor and the empress don't join clubs. They don't have friends. I mean, you have this love for the world that will love you back. You don't need to join a little witch, because, okay, coven, whatever. You don't need to do that. So this is like not signing a contract to stay where you are, where you can't leave town. This is about being able to travel freely. Contract work, okay? It's not making you sign a contract. It's like a lot of freelance work until you get kind of contracted out. It's not like you signing a record contract next week. So if that appears, that's not what this is, but you'll feel exactly right about it in the moment. You already know I'm so not worried about you. So they would be, it would make you bored to even entertain it. So this person's boring to you if this is a person that shows up with a pen and a contract and an offer. There's a good offer and a bad offer. The bad offer is going to come first. You already know. They have all the symbolism of that, of the secret society, the Illuminati or whatever, the Eastern Star, I don't know. It's not for you. Discontentment, boredom, advice from others. They would never accept advice from you. They would tell you how to do it, and it wouldn't be you, and it would take away the fun. They can't accomplish what you can. It would hold you back. It's not a stepping stone. This is a solo win for you right now. And I don't think I have to worry about a dang thing with you. And it starts whenever you walk through that portal. So whenever it feels right to you to have that moment of peace within yourself and say, I've done a really great job with what I've done. I've built a beautiful world for myself, or a beautiful business. And now I step up into even more of my personal power. And I allow adventure to take one hand, and the love of my life, my true soulmate, to grab my other. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Whoever you are, I love this for you. This is so beautiful. And if it resonates, comment below, because I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah. Beautiful things are happening for you. I want to ask you for your autograph. I'll see you for the next one. I'm Walker. This was Dance Walker Tarot, impromptu tarot reading for someone I think is going to be very, very famous, well-known Hollywood star. But it starts with saying yes to something fun and adventurous. All right, see you for the next one. Bye-bye.